Hello everyone, welcome back to Moss Valley. We are just popping the bale trailer away in the shed here. After last episode's escapades, we do not need that just at this moment in time. Now, we are going to spin around to here. We're going to pop this in the shed because we've been spending some money. We have got a few extra bits of equipment because, to be honest, we don't have much up here, so it was prudent of us to spend a little bit and bring a few more pieces in, but we weren't going to go crazy, so we picked up this little gem from one of the local farmers who didn't need it anymore, a little bit surplus to requirements, slightly older telehandler, but I think it will do the job perfectly for us, and I'll tell you why, because we're going to jump into it straight away, and we are going to head up to the dealership and pick up another couple of bits of equipment. So, we'll have a little chat on the way up there. So we've picked up another contract. This one is something that we haven't done, I don't think, before ever on the series. Maybe very early on, but I actually don't think it was the Contractor series. I think it was one of my other series. So we are going to be fertilising today, but we're not going to use dry fertiliser. We're not going to use chemicals. We are going to use good old-fashioned manure. So I did a little bit of shopping around, found us a very nice manure spreader, brand new and sensibly priced, so we'll show you that when we get up to the dealership. But I've also bought a bucket for this as well, which is up at the dealership, and it just so happens that one of the local farmers had a lot of chicken manure ready off the back of their sheds, and he was worrying about getting rid of it, and I have just appeared at the right moment in time to help him out with that. So he's going to put some of this on one of his fields. We're going to do that for him today, and then that's it at the moment. We don't have any other contracts, but I'm sure a load will crop up, so I'm not concerned about that. A few of you have been asking what's happening with the Contractor US as well. Well, Stu is currently on his holidays, living it up in the Grand Canyon and doing a little bit of a tour of the States, so he will be back hopefully in the not too distant future. But he's definitely enjoying a little bit of what the US has to offer in terms of tourist hotspots at the moment, so I think he's earned that. He's been very busy since he got over there, so hopefully we'll see a few more postcards along the way. But for now, we have got a job to do, so we will see you at the dealership. Right, we're not far away now. It has been a bit of a trek up here, but it just so happens the farm that we're going to is not far away. So once we've picked up the bucket, we should be alright to get straight over to the farm. Then we're going to have to go and grab probably the Fent and come up here and collect. There it is, our new muck spreader. So there's our bucket. We better go in and settle up paperwork-wise, hadn't we? But that's our new bucket. Nice, big capacity in this, about 4,500 litres. Hopefully we'll not have too many issues with the weight off the front. I don't think we will. That's a pretty robust telehandler. And then this, the D4150 Richard Weston manure spreader. This is an absolute beauty, and I know we're big fans of Richard Weston. We use their trailers back on Home Farm and on Court Farm, but we don't have any of the trailers up here, but we do have a muck spreader, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go as well. Anyway, let's pop in, let's have a chat with the dealer and settle up the bill. Right, there we go, all squared up. Right, let's run the bucket down to the yard first, and then we'll have to hitch a ride back to pick up the Fent. Right, here we are at the farm. Let's just roll round here. Yep, that is a pile of manure and a half, isn't it? Wowee. Okay, that has been unloaded from both the chicken and the pig sheds just there. So what we'll do, we will now run back, grab the Fent, head up here. I think the field we're looking for, field 20, is down here. I think it's that green one just over there in the valley. It's a big old field, so we'll go and get the Fent, we'll go and get the manure spreader, and we'll get started. Right, here we are at full gas, 30 3 miles an hour. I do love this tractor at full tilt, and the whine of the engine is really, really nice. So let's run up here. Hopefully we're not going to bump into anybody on the way. But let's grab our manure spreader. There it is. And let's get this show on the road. We have got a lot to be getting on with. So let's park up here. Just pop this so we can see the hitch as we reverse. There we go. That'll do me. Hooked up. Don't need that open anymore. Right. Let's go and get this loaded up. This could take a while. It's quite a big field. So we could be at this just for a little while, but could be good fun as well. Hopefully we won't burn through it at a super quick rate and have to end up loading up all the time. We shall see how we go. I think with that bucket we're probably looking at quite a few loads to get this full. I think it's about 17,000 litres capacity in this. So we'll just see how we get on, shall we? Here we are at the farm, so we'll just run through here. Like I said, there was quite a nice little gap down the side of the manure heap here, so hopefully should be able to park just about here, and then we'll run down to the field as soon as we're loaded up. Right, let's give this a whirl, shall we? See how we get on. See how long this lasts. I don't know what the spread width is like on this. 17,300 litres. There you go. So let me just work out where this field is. I do think it's that green one just the other side as we go back up the valley, which is huge. Okay, I was wrong. It's not that one. It's 20, which is here, which is even bigger. So we have got a very big field to work with. But it is generally relatively close to the pile of manure, so it shouldn't take us too long to go between the field and refills, which is good. So let's just see how we get on. Right, this field's an absolute beast, so let's see how long it takes us to get through this. Let's get it unfolded. Let's power it on and let's go. Right, we are spreading 97, 96, 95, 94. I wonder if we can adjust the flow rate. No, we can only double application rate, and we ain't doing that. And clear this, so we're at 68, 67. It is dropping a little bit less than I first panicked about when I first walked into the field, but still think we're going to be doing a lot of loads in here. Let's see if we can get right up to the top of the field and give ourselves a headland to work with on the turns. That would be good, wouldn't it? We're going all the way up here. I think if we can get to the top, that would be an absolute result. And then we know we can go along the top and back down the other side with our next load, and then it'll be plain sailing on the up and down roads after that. Right, here we go. Not quite enough to get right down to this corner, but that is not bad. That is not bad at all. Right, let's go fill up. Right, here we go. We've looped back round. I'm not going to bother folding it again because we're not going on the road or anything. So we should be able to fill this straight back up. Right. Here we go again. Right, that's another load done. We're good to go. Let's get in the tractor. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're still in the tractor. How about that? Well, that worked. All I need to know now is that you guys can hear me. I'm kind of hoping you can. Well, seamless. There we go. Seamless. Right, there's one more thing I'm going to do now, and this is the bit I'm really hoping works. I have just hit go live on a second vertical stream. Now I can't find my phone. There it is. I'm going to check this is going live. So for the cool kids who might be watching vertically on YouTube Short, there is a second version of the stream sitting there, so you can sit and watch that one if you want. If you're on your phone, and I'm just going to check it on my phone here as well and see if it is working. I'm on some strange other channel. That is not the channel I was looking for. Let me see. Hello everyone, by the way. Nice to see you all. Hope you're all doing well. This is all about me playing around and trying some new stuff. Thinking slightly ahead for potentially the future and how we do streams and things like that. So let's see if this even ever appears. I can see one. Can I see the other? Vertical live. Doesn't appear to have started yet. Okay, how do we start that? Teething problems, folks. Teething problems. We'll get there. So I think I need to do this. Okie dokie. We are good to go now. Man, you've got score. Man, you are terrible, let's be honest. Let me see if this is going to work. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Vertical live, come on. Why haven't you started? Ooh, I think we have. We have got action. Excellent. Right. Running 2 streams. YouTube Longs and YouTube Shorts. Right, let's get out of here and let's start spreading some muck on this awesome, awesome map. It's been so much fun. Right, so here's the concept. That 10-minute video you watched was supposed to be tomorrow night's vid. But for whatever reason, I had a load of problems with like my computer kept crashing, like the game kept freezing. It was just a nightmare. I don't know what was wrong with it, and it's fine again today. So sometimes it just gets a little bit temperamental. So I'm looking at my YouTube short stream, Massey, so hopefully soon it should come through for everyone. It is a separate stream though, it's not the same. I'm looking at it live, which is interesting. It's a bit of a test. Agri Excellence, this is Moss Valley, mate. It's a bit of a haul up here, actually. This little fent, I say little, it's not that little. This fent is, oh, we need to go back up to the top, don't we? Also feels a bit weird spreading manure in carrots, but hey, that's the contract, right? So we shall rattle up here. Yeah, there we go, look. We are streaming on a vertical thing as well. I like that. Right, where did we finish last time? It was on this edge here, wasn't it? Your neighbour Ella, nice to see you. Thank you very much, from California. Nice. So how's everybody's week's been? We all, certainly us UK folk, finally been enjoying some sunshine and a little bit of warmth after what seems like the eternal winter. It's been crazy, hasn't it? Right, totally lost my bearings now. I'm going to have to go out of cab to work out where we've spread and where we haven't. But it looks something like this to about... I think we'll see it any second now. Yeah, there we go. Just under the tree there. So let's get spreading. You're doing your GCSEs, Massey. My son is doing his Nat 5s, or whatever they're called now. Is that what they're called? They're not called GCSEs, are they? Model Farmer, 22k for this contract, which is a good one. And I think we'll not get through all of that manure in the pile either, so hopefully there might be some other ones that come along as well, which would be good. Quite excited to see what will happen there. Let's go around here. Artemas, nice to see you. Hello, trees. You're in a panic. It's a big old field. This is what I like about this map. There's some really nice small fields, little compact fields, but some really big ones as well. And I've got to say, performance-wise, it's so smooth. Works really well. He's done such a great job. 61% left in the spreader. Craig Mawson, thank you very much, mate. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad you're enjoying them. I am a little bit behind on Contractor US, and I keep getting distracted by this. There's a fair bit of sim racing going on. I can't help it. I've become quite addicted to it. So there we go. Let's get this lined up because we're going to switch to the good old VCA now. We'll fire that up. Make sure we're pointing in the right direction. Turn that on so we can see. Well, that's no use to us, is it? There we go. We've kind of done some of this already, but we'll get ourselves lined up and then we can keep going. Go. Has anyone seen Clarkson's Fire? I watched the first episode the other day, Massey, and was thoroughly enjoying it. I need to sit down and go through it again. His Lancers on to O levels on Slate. You're so old. Oh, Glenn, the O level. Yeah, no. Is the switch to sim racing a reflection on FS2 come to an end? I'll be honest, Mark. I'm a bit bored. I am a bit bored. I would love to know a little bit more about what's going on, what's coming down the line. I feel that the lack of news is frustrating for a lot of us. So yeah, no, there's a little bit of that, and there's also just a little bit of I've been doing this solidly for 3.5 years now, and I kind of want to make sure that I kind of find a bit of flexibility. This channel will be getting me through my GCSEs, but at the same time, no love lost for it. I just want to keep a bit of balance. All these folk from down south who were supporting Man U, it's shocking. You will hear about the new game at the PAC thing in Germany. Now, I really hope so, Grumpy Grey. We have had no news to even suggest that there's a new game yet. So the only speculation we've got is that there's not been a lot in the way of DLCs and things like that. So I think we'll... Oh, I don't really want to show that, do I? Should we turn it off the whole time now? Let's turn it off the whole time. It's off-putting. So hopefully... Eamon, thank you very much, my friend. That's awesome. I have to drive down this way through here because... can't see through the trees. watch. I'm going to like my vertical stream because nobody else has. I think this experiment's safely saying that more of you watch a standard shape stream than a vertical one. Hey Saran, how are you doing? Nice to see you. How's things with you? Hope the family's well. Martin's finally got his farm stick. New dimension. You enjoying it? Good. Glad to hear it, Martin. It is a great addition. I think it's the most cost-effective upgrade to your kind of setup that you could do for FarmSim. There, I've said it. It's a steal, I think, for the price for what it is. I think it's really, 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 really good, especially if you've already got a wheel and stuff. I did indeed, Martin. I did indeed. Look, I'm going to move that, but you can see it. In fact, that's a better camera to show it on. Look, there's the live stream vertically on my phone, with one person watching, which I think is me. But you've got to try these things, right? You've got to try these things. Right. Let's get a load in with my new favourite telehandler from the Modern Classics pack. It's so good. So yeah, when my video was playing up last night, this came as ooh, I wonder if I could do that segue, that seamless segue into from a video into a live stream, and I think it worked quite well. Well, you guys tell me. You're watching it. You can't find the vertical stream anywhere. It's weird. If you go to my channel and go to live, see if anybody can see it there. I'm intrigued to see if you lot can see it. I can see it, and I just went directly through my channel, but it's not there. All you see is one. I wonder if that's interesting. How am I looking at it then? Where is it? Ah! Do you know what I've done? Do you know what I've done? I know exactly what I've done. It's private still. I am stupid. Right. I can fix that. What an amateur. What an amateur. Yeah. Right. That'll explain why nobody's watching it. If we put that to public. Done. Save. Thank you, folks. Yeah, Glenn. I mean, hey, come on. My track record of doing stuff right first time is pretty low. So, very exclusive. Right, now you should be able to see it. And if you want to be really helpful, you could all watch it on your phones and watch it on desktop. There we go. Somebody could drop it in the chat as well if you want. Hey! Hamish got first. Nice one. Now, I should be able to refresh my... hang on a sec. Should be able to reload my chat over here. Yeah, now I've got 2 chat feeds in as well. Oh, now we are cooking with gas. So I'll be interested in feedback on the format, the layout, if it looks better like that. I always think if you put the square at the top, how much of the actual stream do you miss? How much of the actual gameplay footage by having it as a square rather than the full width of it? But you get most of the detailing. You get a little bit less of a spread, don't you? But look, there's a shameless plug for the new channel as well. So if you don't know, I have started a sim racing channel as well. With 4 vids in. It's very casual. Is that all of it in? It's very casual. It's definitely not going to be replacing FarmSim channel in any way, shape or form. It's for the kids, Alan. It's for the down with it kids. Yeah, you'd never watch it on a normal screen. Yeah, it's almost if you're out and about on your phone, and you can't get to a desktop or a TV to watch you. I'm trying to see if we can capture a whole new audience by going that way. Seeking. Chat goes over my face. Can you hide the chat? Saran, can you move it? That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Maybe it's better with chat over my face. Only phones could be turned sideways. Kids on them. That's a very good point, Strody. That is a very good point. Have a look at it now. We've got all that chat on there. Pay attention to where you go in FSG. Oh, come on. I am multitasking. Not very well. Classic guy multitasking. You should really have to go after the guy who looked like you. Oh, I did chuckle at your comment in the chat, Adam. So yes, if you feel like being generous and supporting the new channel, go and give me a sub over there and watch that. Like I said, very different kind of approach, but also quite a fun way of making vids because you can rattle through them pretty quickly. So it's kind of easy content to make, which is quite nice. The new channel is called, there you go, Hamish has just popped it above you there, Kai, the FARMSIMGUY. I don't know where that idea came from. Well, I do. Truth be told, that logo has been sitting around since... Those of you who've been watching the channel for a while will remember that I talked about when I bought my sim rig, which is, 2 years ago now. The width is all wrong on this, isn't it? Doing a big overlap there, I think. Yeah, when I bought my sim rig a few years ago, let's just set the width on this again, if I can. Detect width. Not changing. Oh well. Ah, there you go, RB. Oh, 2 sets of chat is even more confusing. Yeah, so when I bought my sim rig a couple of years ago, I was like, oh yeah, I could start a channel as a bit of a joke, and I made the logo then, and then I ran out of time for 2 years. But now it feels like just because FarmSim's a little bit quieter at the moment, I'm getting the opportunity to have a play around with it. So it's been good fun. It's been good fun. It's been a nice, just a nice distraction and a nice little bit of a change. So if you like a bit of sim racing, go check it out. And any of you who are any good at sim racing, go and give me some tips. And of course, how could I not? Already got the merch. Craig, mate, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Sending you and your dad all the best. Yeah, sending lots of positive vibes and things like that. Really sorry to hear that, mate. James Lee Harris, this is the FS22. It's from LSFM Modding, who have done, if you go and check my videos out on the channel, I very recently did one about Class Harvester Pack, and included in that was some tractors as well, but they do more than I included in the pack. But they've got some brilliant customization options on them, which I really, really like. And it kind of sets them apart from other stuff, which is great. Right, where are we getting lined up here? Might as well finish off at the top here. Going to have to lend your Fanatic kit if we're going to start a race team. Yep, it's sitting in a box here. Catherine Davis, can you have a shout out? Of course you can. Hello, Catherine Davis. Nice to have you here. Hope you're doing good. Hope you are doing good. There we go. Oh, it's going to nicely finish that off. There we go. Right, let's go fill this up again. Actually, we're covering ground pretty quickly here. I'm going to have to think about what I do next. Albert Android, this is defo different. Eileen Perry, how are you doing? Michael, Trinity. Oh, it's interesting. Some of you are finding me on. Some of you are finding me on there first. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Yes, I did pull it off after leaving it on private for 7 minutes. I pulled it off. I've looked at Restream Crofter. I don't like the way it throttles your connection, so you can't run really high res streams. It really kind of buffers them up too much. But combined chat is definitely a good thing on Restream. But this is fun. A bit different, like I said. Just try and see what's new, what's cool with the kids. It's not James Lee Harris. You need to go to LS, which is German for FarmSim. LSFM modding. It's a website. You have to register. You have to put an email address and a password in for registration, which I know some people don't like to do. But if you've got a good ad blocker like Ghostery on, they obviously use ads to help fund the site. But if you don't like any of that, you can put Ghostery on or something like that, and then you can not worry too much about potentially picking up anything you shouldn't. There we go. So one of the cool things on this, actually, I wonder if I show you. Shall I show you now? Is this a good spot to show you on this tractor, just for James? So if I reverse, let me just reverse it out here a bit, so we're in the light a bit better. Now, can I remember the keys to do this? Tyre pressure. See at the bottom there, it says tyre pressure target 0.8. Now I think if I do. Oh, this has got a throttle as well. Look, you can set the throttle on revs, higher revs. It's great. But that's not what I was doing. Right, how do I don't remember how to change the tyre pressures. Oh, that's annoying. Ah, what was the button? Anyway, you can reduce the tyre pressures. Oh, come on. The same one as the throttle. Well, yeah, I thought that too, but hand throttle. Ah. Anyway, you can adjust the pressures. No pressures, literally pressures. Right, I'll leave that effort. Somebody go watch my video and tell me. Now I've got my hand throttle on. Oh, that's annoying. Ah! There we go, hand throttle off. Oh, now I'm in gear. Help! Who remembers how to change gear? I've managed to change into my Alt F4 needed. Yeah, chuck it out the window. I'm in park. Help! How do I change? How do I change back to gear mode? Plus and minus. No, that's not working because it's going to hand throttle. Oh no. Oh no, that'll teach me to be smart, won't it? Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Whew. It's going to be the shortest stream ever. Ah, dear. First rule, never do live demos. We know this. We know this, people. Deary me. I'm sweating now. That was stressful. There we go. Silage Spec 2021. Hello, nice to see you. Yeah, we're running two streams, Michael. Trying a few different things. So you can watch it live on a computer or an iPad or a TV or whatever you usually do. But if you're sitting on the bus and you want to try it in a different format on your phone, we thought we'd just try that as well. And it was a bit of a test as well to see if I could run two streams at once with my connection and things like that. I was just intrigued, and I've got to actually say a huge shout out to Kiram Gaming, who's on Argsy's. Who's a big fan of Argsy's and hangs out on his channels a lot, who's been trying this as well. Because it was actually him who gave me the idea to give it a shot. Yeah, big shout out to Kieran for coming up with the idea of giving it a shot. And there's a few people trying actually. It's something new that YouTube have recently introduced. So if you're scrolling through your shorts and you see this, you can then click and watch it as a live directly from shorts. So why not give it a go, right? Did they patch the productions? They did for launch, Saran, but it was still quite buggy, and I don't know what the outcome is since then. Whether or not it's had another patch or not, I've kind of tuned out to it, to be honest. Catherine, you don't need to shout, but yes, James can have a shout out too. Hello, James. Yes, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, thank you, Hamish. That would be great. I'm quite interested to see what stats are like on this afterwards. Kiram, some of the stuff that Kiram's been doing says he gets some very interesting engagement numbers on the shorts one. So there we go. Right, James. I am going to show you this thing. I just need to go into the keybinds and reconfirm what it is I need to do. So, you're liking that, Martin? It's definitely, I think if you're on a phone, it's definitely a smart thing. Right, so let me just go around here. Let me check the keybinds, because I'm sure I did set this up. Not additional cams, not VCA, not towing chain. I've got so many extra. Straw harvest, snap build, no. Simple IC, no. Real GPS, real dashboard. Oh, is it real dashboard? No, it's not real dashboard. Below real dashboard. I'm always looking forward to the next version of the game, FS whatever it is, to start again with an empty mod folder. Right, here we go. Page up and page down. There we go, and then Control P. Right. So you press Control and page down. You can see the target pressure now dropping. See that? Down to 0.8. People on phones won't be able to see that because the menu's hidden off the side. But then I press Control P and it deflates the tyres. And not only does it deflate the tyres, it visually deflates the tyres as well. all the way down to 0.8. How good is that? See that? So they physically look flatter. Even the animation on the tread goes down, and all of the LSFM mods do this. They've added them to all of them. So basically, what it means is FarmGuy NZ is it's for better grip in fields, especially if it's really muddy or like sticky after a lot of rain and stuff like that. You're spreading the area of the bottom of the tyre, so there's more of a contact patch on the field. So so there you go. You like that, Yoss? Okay, if Yoss is impressed, we've showcased something very good. So there we go. We'll put it back up to 1.8 because what we're doing today. There you go. You can hear it. You might not be able to hear it hissing. Yeah, I don't think it would in game. Yeah, it's just a nice novel thing. Again, it's just another hats off to the modders for. I mean, just the idea of having that is one thing. Implementing it is something completely different. That is very cool. We've also got the real we've got the real screen in here as well. Have I got it switched on or not? I can't remember what I'm supposed to do for that either. Oh, that is not what I want to do. Wish you had that on your van, a perfect excuse to be late for work. And I don't know if it does increase in track. It could possibly. Yeah, you could extra torque or something, or extra based on, because you can. In reality, it's possible, right? Because you could do. You know, when it's snowing, the tractors get a lot more slippy on the ground. So if you can go slippier, I'm guessing you can go the other way as well, right? Go. Wolfie, any chance of a shout out? Absolutely. Hey, Wolfie, nice to see you. Phil Gaming. Sorry, I'm playing catch up on both sides now. Oh, Walter's Van Dam is in as well. Hello. Papa Bear, Walter. Yes, it is running. We've got two streams running. You have to run them separately. It won't let you run. You won't let them run them both off one stream, unfortunately, so you have to set a second stream key and do it that way. But I thought we'd give it a go, and it seems to be working quite well now. I turned it off private. Don't know why it's offset like it is, so maybe it's not. And you've set it to public. Yes, thank you, Glenn. I tell you, it's a good job I've got a thick skin. I'll be going to bed crying. The amount of abuse Glenn's giving out tonight. Hey Paul Wright, how you doing? Nice to see you. Phil Gaming as well. Have you ever played Hofbergman? By those guys. It is a great map. And it's one of those classic maps that you're like, I need to spend more time on this, and then you don't because you get busy. But yeah, definitely. Wonderful map. Really rate it. I think we'll give ourselves another headland up here, actually. It's quite hard to turn. Quite a long long spread of this. Dr. Fish, nice to see you. Those things. Nice echo if you run them both in the same device. Are they pretty in sync though? Finish? There's no big lag between one and the other, is there? We just need to go up to the top here and then see what's left in. This is a big field. Thought I was making progress, and now I look across there, I'm like, nope, lots to do. Just a slight. This is interesting, and did you know what? All the groundwork now I've set it up. The hard work is done, so next time it should all just go. As long as I turn it off private. Let's go and, well, in fact, we've got 20% left in here. Let's go and finish off some of the stuff up here. Look at that view across there. So this is one of my favourite things about Moss Valley. The fact that you can look around and that map border is so nicely integrated with the map. So although it's even a little bit lower res, he's kept some of the hills in, and he kept it. Just feels like the map keeps going. Bit like Loma, Montana as well. I think that's done really well on that as well. There we are. You can just see where you've spread, so it's just enough to get lined up. Consider a comment generator with these other ghosts. There we go. Yeah, we're just switching over. Stereo FSG. People will pay good money to not hear that, I think. Martin, thank you for the tutorials about AutoDrive. I finally started using them recently, and it opens a whole new world with large 4x maps that are too time consuming before. Absolutely. Absolutely, and it's a wonderful it's a fantastic. If we're talking about clever mods, both AutoDrive and Courseplay, it staggers me sometimes when I just how clever they are. They you know, when you especially on the kind of collection courses, if you've got a forage harvester running on Courseplay and an AutoDrive with no course attached, will go and find it in the field and follow it. It's genius. Genius. Sad, how are you doing, mate? Nice to see you. What's happening? There we go. The ambulance, you hear that every time you go past that tree. I love the whine of this engine as well. It's lovely, lovely whine. Ah, Mouse! Mouse is in the vertical. How are you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Watching this makes me so jealous for GPS on consoles. I hear you, Wolfie. Sure is, Ian. It sure is. Okay, that'll be the unloader for the that'll be the unloader for the grain bin. Ripped off then. There we go. Bit of brute force, never hurt anyone. Take a wider berth around that next time. Pop a joke. Alright, here you go. How do you think the unthinkable? I'll just leave that one to percolate for a minute or so while I load up this. In fact, I need to reverse a bit. My operator license to be suspended. Who says I've got one, Michael? With an iceberg. Sorry, terrible dad jokes. Sorry, Mark. James Ansell, good to see you, mate. Did I sell the air? I let out the tyres. I think I might have done, mate. Granny's in the house. How are you, Granny? Nice to see you. To cover inflation and expense. Absolutely outrageous, Yoss. Oh no, we've started now. Albers, why do ducks like going to Ireland? For the quack, I'm gonna say. Premium air. Based on that joke, Mr. Dex, no I didn't. I am indeed. It's like 500,000 litres of da poop here. It's my rant when whenever I do manure spreading is you always run out of manure. Have I ever been to sad? I have. I've been to Belfast and I have been to Dublin. Been to Dublin a couple of, in fact I had a girlfriend at university who was from Dublin. Got it because it never stops raining. That is a lot, Granny. We're not messing around here, but we've got a big field. Got a big field to cover. So we'll crack on, we'll get it. I'm trying to... I honestly have so many screens up. I should take a photo of this after the stream so you can see what I'm looking at here, because it's like an assault on the senses. West Coast is best. It's somewhere I'd like to tour a lot more of, actually. I love Ireland. In fact, I flew into Dublin on the way to PAX last year, but just never left the airport. Excellent, Granny. Well, I'm glad you're back. Right, here we go. Back in. Let's see what we can do here. I know I hadn't finished that one at the top, but that's fine. We'll go back to that. Actually, come up here. You think covered more than I thought I had. That's good. Christian Conahan. It's based on a real-life pig farm in Sheffield, isn't it? You are dead right, mate. Yes. It is indeed, and it is brilliantly done. Really like it. How are we doing on our numbers? Who's watching? Who's watching vertically? Let's see. Let's see who's watching. 17 watching. That's quite a lot. I like that. guess it's one of those things, isn't it? It's why would you not do it? Dual streaming, yeah. I do wonder whether or not I should go back to Twitch sometimes. Problem is with that, you're not allowed to unless you want to be a partner. Oh, well, I am a partner, so I couldn't stream simultaneously on both channels. I'd have to wait 24 hours to switch over, which is a bit annoying. Oh, good spot, Martin. That's me rushing. Yeah, I should be able to change that. I can change it afterwards, actually. I do. Yeah, that's right. I need to be a young female in a bikini in a hot tub on Twitch now. That's all they accept. Oh, they're part of the fun, Prime. They are part of the fun. I used to drive tractors on them. Very handy. Cars always get out of the way. But not sure you'd get many views. Quite the opposite, Strody. I would probably get reported pretty quickly for inappropriate streams. Should start a dedicated FarmSim stream. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Car transport, don't get out of the way. Only farms. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Sure, I could mock up that logo pretty easily. Just for a laugh. There was one of the German streamers. His channel's called Corn Hub. You saw a chart of Amazon revenue, profit split. Twitch is nothing but a burden, just like the massive web shop. Exactly. That's kind of why I don't. Well, I've spoken to the wonderful Jababao over in Boston at PAX, and obviously Virtual Farmer as well. There's a lot on Twitch. I mean, I obviously don't do this for the cash. That's a nice bonus. But if you wanted to become a streamer today, you certainly wouldn't start out on. I mean, it's a fraction. You earn a fraction for doing the same amount of work on Twitch than you do on YouTube these days. I think unless you're a streamer who's streaming 5-6 hours a day, so you know you're a Call of Duty or a Fortnite person and streaming one of the big games, it's just the effort for the reward doesn't make sense to me. Now, doing it on both, I know Virtual's doing cross-platform streaming at the same time on both, so and I know they take a lot less of the cut of the revenue. YouTube are pretty ruthless at the amount they take, which is interesting. But hey, there we go. That's why people set up Patreons, because it's more cost effective than having a membership on YouTube. There we go, the ins and outs. Yeah, dodged the grain bin that time. Right, there we go. Second. Yes. Load it up again. A very one-dimensional stream, this. Google learned a lot from the Apple App Store model. If you can get away with it, then do it exactly. Until somebody complains, you just keep going. Yes, don't forget to hit the like button, folks. It does help the channel. It does help people find it as well. So if you're having fun, maybe somebody who's never seen me before will be having fun too if they watched it. So that would be good, wouldn't it? We're shooting our way towards 100,000. That is the dream. And with that becomes a mighty potato harvest, which I'm not looking forward to, but equally will be hilarious fun at the same time. Thank you, Mark. I beat you to it. I beat you to it. You tend to suggest, well, they're good as well. Yos. They are. I've got the beekeeper on my watch list as well. I'm looking forward to watching that. Need a Walker's Crisp. There is a crisps mod, isn't there? The potato chips mod. We should see how many crisps we can make. And I've got to say, actually, as the Nightbot command pops up there, massive shout out. Yeah, Scroff's Crisps. That's it. It was Scroft, wasn't it? Yeah. Somebody made it for Scroft. Well, I have to throw that in as well. I have to throw that into the mix for the 100k. Make some output. Dog. Must be bedtime. Just bored of sitting outside and chasing squirrels. 1,000 bale out. I would enjoy that. Look at this. We're getting through this as well, aren't we? Amazing. Okay. Oh, now I'm spilling on the floor. Pay attention, FSG. Scoop that up before we go. Iceberg, 4 months, mate. Wow. Oh, let's not flip the spreader. Will I be, Albert? I will be at the Royal Show. We were talking about doing something. I might. It's going to be pretty bad. I'll be there. Yes, is the quick answer, and I'll probably say I'll be on the John Deere stand or something from 11 till 12 or something. We'll work something out. I'll put something out before the date. But if you're going to be there, come say hello. It's probably going to be the Saturday. No worries, Martin. Nice to see you. Karsten Sorensen as well, in the vertical. How are you doing, mate? Huge fan of the channel. Regards from Denmark. You are welcome, my friend. And Mark 42 as well. Knocking 6 bales over 150 times in game. The Nexat got a slurry. I did see that. I saw DJ's video before, so... Yeah, I might be there for a couple, maybe, Hamish. I might do the Friday as well. Friday's a bit nicer for filming because you don't get as many of the general public there. It's a little bit more of a trade day. Yeah, every time I come in, I'm like, oh, we're further up than I thought we were. Go. Oh, there's a tiny bit here. Go. Dazza, nice to see you. Did we win? Let's go. Yeah, Mark unfortunately can't make it now. Got to do that dad thing. No room for quad tracks on many UK roads. That's fair, Ian. That is very fair. Down south only. Well, to be fair, I've the one in Cheshire. That farm I went and visited last year and did the vid on. They had one. They've got some pretty big fields. Ooh, nice ice. Can have it on the background. Some people listen to Spotify, some people watch YouTube. Mukamaxi as well. Say hi to Brazil. How are you, Brazil? Love it. You see my videos all day. Thank you, my friend. Slick top. GA. What's that? GA Georgia. Forgotten my state all of a sudden. It's embarrassing. Mark 42, I am indeed. Chef. Welcome, Oregon. Oh, we do this every now and again, and it's really good fun because it always kind of opens up how broad and diverse everybody is watching. So go and chuck yourself in the chat where you're from. So Chef, Oregon, Slick Tops, Georgia, Mukamaxi is Brazil, Karsten from Denmark. Let's see how far and wide we can cast the net with the audience. Daz is from Australia, North Carolina, there you go. Gala Shields. That's local. Eamon's Dublin, Mr. Dex is Newcastle, how we're the lads. Barnsley. Can't beat it. Sweden. Alabama. Auckland, New Zealand. The Netherlands. Ohio, Alabama, oh god. Dundee. Newcastle originally. Mars, yeah, we know you're from Mars, yours. Turbo's from Belgium. Daz, the Wirral. Close to home for me, Daz. I come from just outside Chester originally. Wiltshire. Oh, cracky, the Dundee Massive are in tonight. Oh, am I am not driving in a straight line. Let's turn around and start that again. I'm going to go but too much on at the moment. No worries, Mark. It's the way it is, mate. It's the way it is sometimes. Can't be helped, can it? Ontario in Canada, Queensland, Yorkshire, Mouse. Of course, Mouse is from Yorkshire. Amazing, right? Like that. We are covering pretty much most of the continents, at least. But we've had people from Thailand and Japan in before, and things like that as well. It's awesome. Greg, you're in Durham now, but originally Leeds. Yorkshire Dano, I think the name maybe gives it away, mate. There we go, with South Africa. Fresh cuts in from South Africa as well. That's awesome. Don't talk and drive at the same time. Facts, right? Devon. I love Devon. What a beautiful part of the world. Zvi, I hope I can pronounce that right. Zvi, you're from Israel. Good to have you here, mate. Illinois as well. Wow. Love it. It's a global channel, guys. It is a global channel. Dustin from New York. I was there last year, mate. I just love the States. Plymouth for trade unionists as well. Dorset for Brian. All these nice parts of the UK. Mukamaxi, your English is a lot better than my Spanish, it's fair to say. Oh, well, it's great to have you here, man. It is great to have you here. Hope you're enjoying it. It's a little bit more casual, shall we say, on the live streams than the vids. Because I get to interact with you, and that's why we do it. And Hansen's in here, of course. The the Danish represent in all of the streams. I do know that state, Ice. I do indeed. It's like a second home. Is that not the most brilliantly British name from James there? Great Dunmow in Uttlesford. Brilliant. Ah, it's my only gripe with this. You've got to be pretty accurate, or you end up with a load of stuff under the tyres. It's a classic spatial awareness thing. Thought it was an insult. It is a farming town. Brilliant. It's one of the things my dad says to me when we're talking about FarmSim and stuff like that. Were they, Bob? That's genius. Gotta love it. There's something brilliant. I was at the Brighton game at the weekend, so I went down for the day with a few mates and watched the game. The banter from the Newcastle fans at games is just something else. It's hilarious. Have I been to Oz? I've never been, Daz. It is on the bucket list, and I kind of feel obliged to now because I've got to go and see Arg. Args has made the effort to come and see me. I've got to return the favour, so I'm sure we could stop in Oz on the way to New Zealand. And yeah, so yeah, no, I'd love to go. The kids don't want to go because they're scared of spiders, but I'm sure they'll get over that pretty quickly when they see what else is on offer. Newcastle have had a long season and a lot of injuries. I think they just want it to be over and done with now. This JCB is public. It's called the old... No, it's not. It's called the New Classics pack. I think it's on the mod hub, isn't it? Good excuse to leave them at home. Damn right. The flight time, yeah, it's a long one, isn't it? 24 hours up in the air in a metal tube. Part of FSG's World Tour. One day. Args is actually doing around the world. So Args is coming back for FarmCon this year, and he's going to stay for a week afterwards and hang out. But he's then going back via the US, so technically he's doing a round the world trip. Still think Giants should hand out gifts to players who've reached 10,000 hours. How do they know, though, Hansen? How do they know? Because they can't measure. They can only measure if you're on Steam. They can't measure it if you're on, like I play on the Giants version of the game. Problem with getting to Europe, Kilburn. Yeah, we needed to have a reset year. We got too good too soon under Eddie. So we're gonna take stock. I mean, we're moving in the right direction, right? After 14 years under Mike Ashley. So. Go, right. Let's find out where we are. Too much cash too soon. Yeah. Mark, what's Edinburgh like? Edinburgh is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And I'm not just saying that because I live here. Like, honestly, like, you pinch yourself travelling into work some days because it is that... It's that nice. Like, the views are incredible. When you even just get in the bus into work. It's stunning. Stunning. And I've been here for 25 years now, and I still pinch myself when you... Our office, we're on the 6th floor, and we look straight out over the castle and the whole Edinburgh skyline, and it's just breathtaking. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, Mark? Yeah, well, you'll be coming back this year, won't you? Yeah, Bob, it's great. Honestly, Mark, you'll love it. You'll love it. Just avoid it in August. unless you want to come up for the festival, because it gets a little bit crazy with tourists. But come and see the festival, because my company designs all the graphics for it. However, lads, even though, well, we're still maybe sneak. Depends how Chelsea do, I suppose, isn't it? We'll see. And you've got to hope that City beat them in the cup final, which they will. Thank you, Marnik. Much appreciated. Yeah, agreed, James. We need a bit of a restock. Isak's been a revelation. Just need to shore him up with some... and Craig Gordon. What a player. Go, right. Come on. We can get this done. Can we get this field done before the end of the stream? What's the view? Okay, that is not switched on. Ever been to Lincoln? Have I ever been to Lincoln? Not that I can remember. That's potato country, isn't it? Mr. Rowe. Just get it on the way back. Dazza, no worries, mate. Take care. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Have a good day. What's your favourite base game tractor in FS22? Good question. I think it might be... Ooh, that is a good one. That is a good one. A Fendt 1050, yeah, probably. Crikey, you know me better than I know myself, Mark. Class Axion, obviously. Hey, Fusion! How you doing? It's a brave new world, Fusion. We've got a vertical stream for the kids who are down with it, and then we've got this for us traditionalists. Yeah, I like the 6M as well. That's a good workhorse of a tractor. That. Right, how far? How much further? Oh, we can do. I'm feeling confident we can do this. Ronan, real farmer in the loosest sense of the term, as in, I grew up on a farm. I used to work on the farm, milk cows, drive tractors, all of that jazz. But have I driven a tractor for? Probably the last time I drove a tractor properly, actually doing a job, as opposed to just playing around at Deutz Fahr last year with FarmCon, was probably about 30 years ago. So no. Yes, I once was a farmer. Not at the moment, no. But I'm looking for the opportunity to. I'm looking for the opportunity. So, James Ansell, I have on a very old laptop a copy of FarmSim 08, and I can't even remember playing it, which is hilarious, but it's on there. I'm past 30, just Yos, yeah. Or I was driving tractors when I was 1 year old. Which could be true. I seem to like FS22. I do. I actually do like it. It gets some bad press sometimes, and we all know there's a whole heap of stuff that could be done better. And hopefully the next version of the game will bring some of that stuff to it. But it's a good game. It's a great game. I wouldn't be playing it 3 years on, right? Each year it gets better. Chinook with the 10 gifted stuff. Thank you, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you. Good to have you here. Thank you, Ronan. I'm a big fan of not watching where I'm going when I'm reading the chat. So, there's a few people who have been, I know Edinburgh-based folk and all that, who have seen me out and about. So I was at the Agri-Scott last year, the farming show up in November. There was a farming show, like a trade show. And a load of people saw me there. None of them came up and said hello to me. So, like, if you ever see me out and about, come up and say, Ian Churchill will speak to this. Because when we were at the NEC at Lammer, although everybody was on the stand and stuff, me and Ian had a brilliant chat just in the foyer, didn't we, Ian? We just bumped into each other and you shouted me over and we had a great chat. Ooh, yes, Tractor C update. Good reminder, Papa Bear. It's it has been built and all the parts have been machined, and I am expecting photos of it being built in the workshop this week and hopefully delivered in the next week or so. Oh, you're coming to FarmCon, Hanson? Awesome. I will happily buy you a beer, mate. I would be delighted to buy you a beer. Waiting for your commission, Mark. FARMSIMGUY hat. Thank you, Dazza. Thank you, Fusion. They're exclusives. There's only 4 in the world. Well, there is still only 4. One's about to wing its way over to Yoss as well. Our commission. Exactly, Ed. We still can't bend your ear enough to come to FarmCon, Ed. That's true, Ian. Yeah, you were parked up when I saw you. Your daughter was policing things, making sure you weren't wreaking havoc. Right, last one, hopefully. Nice. Not enough room in the cars for Farmerhead Gaming. I'm sure we could fit him in somewhere. Shout out to everybody who's still buying Thrustmaster stuff using my code, by the way. I'm coming up for my 3rd month as their most successful affiliate, which is awesome. Like, that's across the board. They're racing, they've got flight and racing affiliates as well, and I am the... we are kicking butt. I was taking the Discovery down to farm on plenty for Mouse. If you could only have one mod, what would it be? Courseplay. Couldn't imagine life without courseplay. Actually, no. Time-saving stock check. Nice boy. Right, let's get this going. Come on. We've got a job to do. Grizz, what's my favourite map? Oh, too many to mention. I don't know really. There's so many. It does vary from time to time. I would say. I mean, oh, it's a really hard one. It's a really hard one. Yeah, I don't think I can answer it. I mean, for very different reasons, I enjoy different maps. So, I think this is a really good map. This is a really good map. Court Farms and Calmsden, obviously, again for the quality of them. But then you've got, I mean, Green River from DJ Modding, which was the kind of first one we did in that first 4X that came out for, probably one of the first 4X that came out for FS22, which was really nice. And then you've got classics like UMRV that keep on coming back up, and then you've got things like Llama that's on its way out. Green Valley, beg your pardon, that's right, Mark. Green River's a completely different map. That's the FSG guys map, isn't it? Yeah, we've been spoiled, I think, for maps, and I always think the best maps come out in year 3. I cannot. There we go. They always come out in the 3rd year of FarmSim, which I think is frustrating, because you don't get to play them for long, and then they're kind of on the scrap heap or. I think we've been Mr. Dex. I agree with you. I think FS22 has been very kind to British maps, because I don't think there wasn't as many of them in FS19, and it was almost heavily geared towards US maps. I think in 19, I played a lot more US maps in 19. But I do think the kind of the balance has been redressed in 22 for sure. Yeah, Daz, I never pay for mods, mate. There's too many people out there. Donate to your favourite modder if you want, but never buy a mod. This is free. This is free. Yeah, the Oaks, amazing as well. Good 4X. How could I forget Elk Mountain? I mean, that came out so early and was so good. They figure out all the tricks about them, built up the exactly ice. Yeah, it's just part of the development. LSFM modding, Dazza. You know, I did a vid probably last month now on combine harvesters, forage harvesters, and the big Fendt. I did a Fendt 900 similar to this. So I did a review on them then with the working GPS in the cab. So go check that out, because there's links to them in there. The Oaks version 2 is on its way as well. Fractured 23, how you doing? You found my channel a couple of days ago. You're new to the game. I bought it, but I've been binge watching your videos instead of playing myself. The trick is 2 screens. Fractured. YouTube on one, game on the other. I think there's a lot of people who play like that. Yeah, Millennial Farmers maps coming as well, which I'm super excited about. I love that in 19. That will be good. Saxthorpe's brilliant as well. FarmSim Briscoe, I think, is one of the revelations of 22 in terms of a new map maker that's just got that touch. Yeah, Greenwich. I loved Greenwich on 19. It was a great map. It really was. The John Deere 7R is from LSFM as well. Tried to make it into a 60 next. Oh dear. Is the Platinum Edition worth the money? If you've not got the game, it is, because it's got all the expansions in it. Or if you're just buying the Platinum DLC, I think the Platinum DLC is one of the best DLCs that Giants have ever put out. If we're talking about Silver Run Forest, a fantastic DLC. The premium, not so much for me, but it's just not my style of play. The root crop stuff and all of that, just not my bag as much. I mean, it was still good in terms of they brought some new stuff out and there's some nice kind of, I think, map improvements and graphical improvements, but definitely for me, Silver Run did it. Best thing they did. Edelweiss, no, I haven't seen it all yet, but enjoying what I've seen so far. Definitely. Well, Fractured, glad I can help. Are you console or are you PC? Because if you're on PC, well, if you're on console as well, wait till you really get stuck into mods, full stop. That opens up a whole new... wait till you get a hold of auto drive and courseplay and all of that stuff, then you will be you'll be in your happy place then. How are we doing for time here? Oh, don't spill it. All right for time at the moment. That's good. I would love to get this finished before the end of the episode. Which is kind of another reason why I thought it would be good to do a stream on it, because it'd be a pretty long video, which would, you know, would have to work for quite a long time to get very little footage. Whereas as a stream, it means we can chat and crack on with stuff. You broke your D drive with courseplay and similar mods. How did you do that, Slicktop? I think I've just punctured the tyre there. Oh well. It's FarmSim, it'll be fixed in a minute. Piles definitely come down quite a lot. Courseplay and auto drive are not available on console because they use scripts. So any mod that uses a script, so things like that inflatable tire mod that we looked at before, any of the in-game kind of screens on tractors, things like super strength. I mean, there's so many different ones. But if they use a script, they are blocked on console, because basically what you're doing is playing with the game files live. You're going to manipulate the game files live. So people like Sony see that as a security risk, that people could kind of crack consoles and get away with it. So are you impressed, Yorkshire? Dano does this all the time in real life, so he'll be judging me if I do something silly. Unless you get, exactly, that's the only workaround. Is if Giants then say, we like that mod, we'll add the code to the game, the script to the game, and then you can get it on console as well. Sony, yeah, Xbox would allow it, because obviously, basically, an Xbox is a simplified PC at its heart. Daniel, sorry, I'm picking up Zolonka there, but that's about it. My tip, if you've never downloaded mods, Fractured, is do them a few at a time. Download 10 mods, have a play with them. Get your head around them, get how they work, and then add more. I've seen so many people that just go crazy and download everything on the mod hub and just keep hitting the button and then never use half of them, and all it does is clog up your computer. Much better to manage your mods. And also look at the FSG mod manager as well. Ooh, what happened with Helldivers? Zalonka didn't work on PS4. I think be prepared, PS4 players, to not be able to play FS25. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I think they've maybe already talked about it before, that they'll be dropping support for the older gen consoles for FS whatever 25, 26, whatever it is. The FSTST there, yeah. Once you play on PC, it's very hard to go back to console. And the suggestion that PC is too expensive, like I know a lot of people are like, I can't afford a PC. If you want a PC to run FarmSim, in fact I've got it mocked up. Ready to go in PC Part Picker. I've got a PC for £500 UK pounds that will not just run FarmSim but will laugh at FarmSim at very high res graphics. Yeah, Disturbed did one at £140, didn't he? He was getting stuff off eBay and buying second-hand stuff. Denjis, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. How's things? I think I would like to activate a mod while in game. Yeah, that might be something nice for the future, wasn't it? You'd have to reload something. There we go. Last little bit here of the long passes, and then we are onto the little top corner bit, which is awesome. Could I share? I absolutely massively. I was going to do a video on it, and then Disturb beat me to it, so I might just post the parts. Actually, I tell you what I am thinking of doing. If we can hit 100,000 subs, I will buy the parts, I will build the PC, and we'll give it away in a competition. And I will throw in some Thrustmaster goodies too. That's what I'll do. Commit to that right here, right now. So, there you go. £500 in dollars at the moment. Oh crikey, probably about 650 maybe? Not even 700, is it? What do we think? Finish! Is it still right? Because everybody else got theirs, so you didn't get yours. I shall be speaking to them next week. Finish. I will raise it as an issue. Disgruntled customer. Disgruntled competition winner. Oh, no. Does it include shipping? Yes. I might. Yeah, well, that's the only problem. It might have to be UK only. I might find an equivalent somewhere else. Why did I jump out of the cab then? We'll come up with a plan somehow. Glenn, what calculations are you doing? Tell you what, If that was the exchange rate right now, I would be going and doing some exchanging. Right, how much? I mean, okay, we've got this little bit in the corner to do. I think we're done. That was good. I will definitely. I'll put it in a. In fact, I'll put it in Discord. Oh, don't say that now. Now I feel bad, Glenn. 127 at the moment. There you go. Yeah, you don't need it. You don't need a punchy PC to run FarmSim. And FarmSim22 is even better. They've done a great job optimizing it. FS19 was kind of hard work on a PC. And again, that's something I kind of hope they do in the next game, is really open up the performance based on your PC. So if you've got an 8-core GPU at the moment, sorry, CPU, it doesn't matter because it just ignores 7 of the cores. Has slowed. Oh, definitely, Mark. Yeah. Definitely, I think the last patch was a bit buggy as well, wasn't it? I think that's half the issues on multiplayer servers at the moment, is actually the patch is... the last patch has kind of thrown a few things out. Definitely needs a little bit of a birthday. I'm kind of hoping that 3 years since 22 came out, and however much longer till a new game comes out, means that... they'll have done some pretty chunky under-the-hood updates to the engine. I know people say, oh, graphics and improve things like that, but actually I think like fundamental, right at the core of the game engine updates would be very beneficial. Yeah, I don't like that prime, I agree. We should be able to do something with mist and haze and, you know, reduce the amount of detail as you go further away, rather than the kind of hard lines of the edge of the fields where you, especially with the crops and stuff, so you lose the crop detail, but it looks ugly. There's got to be a solution for that somewhere, hasn't there? Yeah. Agree with all this. The challenge is there's still a very small... there's still a very small studio. Right? I think there's about 170 employees at Giants, maybe 200 tops. Not all of them are devs either. Yeah, FS17 still had the best skybox. Joe, nice to see you, buddy. How are you? What crop is it, Stuart? This is known as the chicken poop. Probably don't need a full spreader here, but I will go with a spreader. Full spreader, because I don't want to run out and have to come back for a tiny little bit, so I'd rather have some left in the end rather than not enough. There we go. Night soil. Hey, nice to see you, Joe. Anyway, it's been a while, I think, hasn't it? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Yeah, I don't like playing at night, if I'm being honest. Unless you're ploughing in a massive field with course play or auto drive or something. Yeah, we are organic farming tonight. Oh, I've not been catching up on the other chat. Mayaru, we're running 2 streams tonight, mate. We've got a vertical one and we've got a horizontal one. So, sorry, I'm chatting to one and not the other. We need to get them combined, don't we? I wonder if there's a way to do that. Yeah, both on YouTube, one vertical, one horizontal. Just to test it out, really, and see if it works. Wouter, take care, my friend. Lovely to see you. See you again soon. We're hauling up this hill. It's a heavy old beast, this, when it's full. Yay, Sharp's in the proper stream now. James, thanks for the chat, mate. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. I didn't even know. Yeah, neither did I till literally 24 hours ago. I've got a very nice plugin for OBS that lets you do it. I do like it. I'm impressed with it. Very handy for recording shorts as well. So you might see a few more shorts on the channel in a bit as well. Literally got 3 and a bit passes here. There's a gap. How have I missed that? There we go. I think a couple of down and backs and we're done here. Do I have any tips for learning the keybinds faster and quicker? No. Is the quick answer. One of the options is a sim dashboard, which I use, which gives you a much more visual interface, and also a farm stick or something like that is definitely helpful as well in terms of it just becomes a bit more natural and you can program them. But no, it's quite a time-consuming thing to do, unfortunately, and then the more mods you add, the more potential buttons you end up with as well. But Stream Deck as well, yeah, I have to say Stream Deck can be really, really good. So let me see if I can, because that is us finished here. Let me see if I do this for a second. I wonder if I can pick this up and show it. I have just purchased the big Steam Deck, and there's an icon pack that you can get for it. So I've set it up, and I haven't played around with it much yet and configured it properly, but you can have all of your keybinds on there. There's 32, but then you can have different windows as well, so you can jump, so you can have hundreds of buttons all in a nice to see interface, so you're not just looking at a key on a keypad and stuff like that, which is quite nice. So definitely, if you feel like blowing more money, you can buy a Stream Deck as well. Fractured, join the Discord. Actually, join my Discord. We've got quite a good like PC advice. You know, PC kit. What do you buy? What do you not get? You know, how do you set up things like OBS for recording? How do you configure Sim Dashboard? All of those things. So it's quite a handy little chat, and there's a lot of stuff going on there. Playing Zalonka, please sometime. Daniel, it's not my favourite map, if I'm being honest. Does the icon pack... you could make your own, Bob. You can customise it. No, it covers base game mods. Although they did do a GPS add-on pack as well. But I would say if you've got the time, make your own. It's pretty easy to make your own. And do I recommend steering wheel joystick? I have both from other games. Yes, Fractured. Completely different game with a steering wheel and a joystick. Trying to control a digger or a wheel loader or a telehandler with a mouse is quite torturous. Right, I am going to leave this spreader here, I think, for now. And we will come back at another time and pick it up, because actually, with that manure there, we could use that if we get another contract further down the road. So let me drop this off. Let me open the window, just because I like doing that, because I can, and looking out over the back. And we'll drop it off. There we go. And we'll shut the window again. And we will head back to the farm. I'm going to wash this. Wheel is amazing for organic field shit. Yes, just it is. It is very good. Got to get you back into some mining, having a blast on back. I'm down for that, Hamish. Yeah. Mayo, you've been enjoying the iRacing channel. Thinking about giving it a go myself and not sure about 20 old wheels. Go on. Give it a... What's the worst that can happen? You can try it, it'll break, and then you can go to thrustmaster.com, put in code FARMSIMGUY, THEFARMSIMGUY, and treat yourself to a new wheel. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. Right, how are we doing for time? 1:30. Wow, we're bang on. We are bang on the end of the stream. How about that? So we'll wash this. We'll tidy a few things up at the farm. Oh, the other thing you could get, if you're interested, is, let me go back to the full cam again, is the Thrustmaster with the steering wheel on the joystick. So instead of a D-pad, you've got a steering wheel, and you can pull that out and put the second D-pad in if you want. This is a really, really good... so when I'm turning that, in fact, if I go back to the main, you won't probably be able to... You can see it actually on the vertical one a lot better, but if I turn... You can see the steering wheel turning with it. So... There you go. FarmSim Bob, there you go. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it, especially if you've made them already, Bob. It's handy if you're a bit lazy. Or time poor, but that's the best of both worlds, and that works really well with racing games too. It's actually designed for Forza. It's a partnership they did with Forza, but it works a treat for FS22. I know Args loves his, and Cranky loves his as well. I think he swears by his. I need to get the FSG contracting sign up on these buildings as well, don't I? There you go. Derek's just got an E-swap and absolutely loves it. It's good, isn't it, Derek? The build quality is fantastic. Do you think the T248 is sufficient for racing as well as a farm? Oh, totally. That's what I've got. I've got a T248. It's a great wheel. Full stop. I was lucky enough to get a T818 wheelbase sent to me from Thrustmaster, though, for the sim rig, so I've got that on there, but no, it would be totally fine. Absolutely. He's not even watching because he's on a footy cam, but I am still washing my tractor. Ian W, how you doing, mate? How's things? Nice to see you. Yeah, I've got the load cell pedals as well, which are all metal construction, and they're really nicely done. T248 is a really good middle of the range wheel. Come on, Dazza, I'm a total convert now. Wash all my tractors. We're going to roll this in here because I think next episode we're going to go baling again. We'll pop this in here, and in fact, I'm going to just grab the 7 series as well. Someone clip this. Xander, here from Holland. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Stuart, down there in Cardiff. Right, drop that off. That was a long way to drop. I've got to change the wheels on this back to the normal ones as well, haven't I? We'll do that. We'll collect. Remind me to collect our contract. In fact, I'll do it now while I remember. There we go. Just chuck it on the floor. And let's just do this. Customize. Let's put our original wheels back on. I do love the fact that the tractors appear at the shop in this game as well, in this map. So good. So good. Right, Trelleborg. Standard. That'll do for now. Thank you all. Washing tractors is cheaper than Argsy throwing in the river. Ain't that the truth? Really nice load of simple IC in this tractor as well. This is from LSFM mods as well. You can see their logo in there. Go. This is sad, this, but listen to this. I really like this. This is like attention to detail that I like. The sound goes down, doesn't it? Love it. Flick top. Stu's on his holidays. That's why there's been no. That's why there's no FarmSim. The Contractor USA. Whip this round here and find the mower. There it is. Dive straight in. So look, you can see the map moving as well. See the map on the. Look. See that? Love it. Attention to detail. Quality mods. I would always go for a quality mod over one that was just kind of thrown together, or one that had kind of unrealistic stuff on. I love this. Oh, I do believe I maybe just hit our vintage Land Rover there. Yeah, well. There we go. All set up for the next episode. Job's a good one. Don't let DJ say that. How does one go on holiday with no money? It's the US. He's just gone on a road trip. He's hitching everywhere. Oxy's not flying, it's just a passenger. Oh dear. He will be impressed. He will, Mark. He will. He will. Right, folks. I think we'll call it there. Thank you. This has been great fun. I'm super chuffed that the vertical stream worked. We'll definitely do that again. So thanks to everyone that's hung out on the vertical stream. We'll try that. Well, I think there's no reason why we wouldn't just run that every week as well, and then people have got the choice. I don't know what happens to it after the stream, whether or not it still is found, or who knows. Let's find out together, shall we? Lovely to chat to you all. Thanks for so many of you joining as well. It's been great. I would love it if you would go and follow the Race Sim Guy on the other channel. That would be brilliant. Remember, if you're picking up Thrustmaster stuff, the FarmSim Guy's the code. Other than that, have an awesome week. Ian Churchill, let me know when you're coming up to Scotland. We'll definitely catch up and have a chat. Everyone else, you can find us in Discord the rest of the week. Thanks to Chinook for the 10 gifted memberships as well. Shout out to him. Shout out to Kiram, especially for doing the 2 streams, the vertical and the horizontal, and giving me the idea for that. So big love to him for that. And take care, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Stay happy. And we'll catch up again soon. I have nothing planned in terms of videos at the moment, so I need to either A, get my finger out, or we might be going back live on Saturday night. I've actually got an idea. Do we build the train track live? Does people want to see that? Or do we do it? I don't know. We'll see what we can do. I'm quite interested to play a bit more train tracks. So there we go. But thank you for the link to the Race Sim guy there, Hamish. Much appreciated. Give it a like. Watch some of those stuff. Tell me what you'd like to see on that as well. I am rambling now, but appreciate you all. Take care, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Cheers.